I've married 16 years, Baruch Hashem, 16, 17 years. I hope my wife's not watching this. And
she's gonna watch it. I'm sending her an email, so don't say anything bad about her. Only good.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
And we had 4 daughters, and I really wanted a son. And no, I had 3 daughters at the time, and I really wanted a son. And Rabbi Kimmel said, "Don't worry, you're gonna have a son. You're gonna have a son. Don't worry." And I said, okay, gave me a bracha. Baruch Hashem, my wife got pregnant and had another daughter. So I went back to him. I said, I really want to have a son. I want to have a son. He said, I told him, don't worry, you're going to have a son. Don't worry. My next child, Baruch Hashem, no. So then he said to me, he shook my hand. He says, you'll have a son. I want to be son. It was we made like a deal. So
right.
I said, fine, deal. And
there's no money in Sandik. It's an honor.
There's no money involved. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I said, deal. So I said, we shook on it. I think it was about a year and a half later, my first boy was born. So I called him up, and it was right before Tu B'Shvat. Actually, I didn't call him. It was like 2 days before Tu B'Shvat, and I went to the Tu B'Shvat gathering that the Rabbi Kimmel had, and I told him. So, Baruch Hashem, he gave me good bracha. So I reminded him that, I got to be mechabed you on the cuss, and of course he accepted. And then there was an issue in my shul with my Rav. He got very insulted. Well, I'm very close to him also, and he was like, "Oh, you bring another rabbi in to be on the cuss." He was insulted. So I called Rabbi Kimmel up. It was a Friday morning. I called him up. I was like, "What do I do? What do I do? I have 2 people that I need to. What should I do? I don't want to insult my Rav, but Rabbi Kimmel said, he advised me on what to do. He said, don't worry, Reuven. He's going to have a turn also. I said, okay. So I went back to my Rav and I talked to him, and I told him, I said, listen, I made an agreement with somebody, and as soon as he heard that, Baruch Hashem, he said, no, he was very happy. He said, I'm happy you told me, and that you made an agreement, that I have no tainach, chas v'shalom, it'll be my pleasure, and Baruch Hashem. A year and a half later, had another son. And so I called Rabbi Kimmel.
So he came up with a good solution. He gave me a bracha and all the boy.
Came up with a good solution. Yeah, Baruch Hashem.
No, that's very, very good.